Organizing my Fancrushes by dog breeds. Not the kind of dogs they would pick out for themselves, but the kind of dog breeds that they would be if we hit them with a Canis Familiaris-inator. Charlie Boxman has big Yorkie energy to me, or a Pomeranian, any one of those like little dogs that's very cute and pretty friendly actually, but at any given point is one work email away from a violent psychotic break. Aragorn has to be a livestock guardian. My bet is Caucasian Shepherd, just matches the hair and the vibes. Knows better than you and is chill and cuddly until it's time to take names and avenge his fathers. Yeah, easy. Bucky is a pit bull rescue straight out of those tearjerker stories that you get on Facebook all the time. Went from shaking and cowering when a human tried to even look at him to cuddle piles with the kids on the couch and begging for scraps. The Doctor is an unkillable mutt with highly specific trauma triggers, like taking asparagus out of the fridge too quickly, or not quickly enough. I don't know. He's best friends with all of your best friends, but his small dog energy is uncontainable around strange dogs and people. He is all bark and all bite. This is a dog who has sent grown men crying home to their mothers and will castrate anybody who looks at you sideways. And also cries and pees on the rug when he's left home alone too long. You know that bit in Lilo and Stitch where Nani goes, "I don't even think that's a dog"? That's Jonathan Sims. He was also a shelter dog, one who gets picked out for his gorgeous long coat, calm temperament, and manageable size, and then is summarily returned for the genuinely innumerable nervous habits. This dog is the case study to defeat all case studies. And they're not even like normal nervous habits, not for a dog. If it was chewing or peeing on the rug or barking at men for no reason, that I could deal with. I'd have a framework for it. But this dog literally, like, he hoards food. Like, when I feed him, he picks it up mouthful by mouthful and carries it off to some other hidden place and caches it and never eats it, and then I don't find it, and then I have ants. And the howling is uncontrollable. It's triggered by something different every time, and you are lucky if it happens anytime before 11 p.m. And good luck getting him to let you brush that long coat of his, because he has sent multiple groomers to therapy. Many have tried. And then there is, of course, the staring. The obvious racial answer for Samurai Jack would be a Shiba Inu, but while those are very good boys, I personally am gonna need something with a little more athleticism. Mans pops several deer-worthy jumps an episode and doesn't even break a sweat, or at least that's not the thing making him break a sweat. Nah man, that's the kind of dog who can go all day, any weather, not lose focus once, anything you could feasibly ask of a dog. He can do it and he will do it all day. And then he's waking you up at 6 a.m. next day to do it all over again. You thinking what I'm thinking? Healer. Thrawn has big Weimaraner energy to me. I don't really know why. I think it's the era of, like, superiority and judgment. I want to make Hisoka a poodle because they're pretty and hate children, but he has the opposite problem. Kylo Ren. Borzoi. Now, I once heard Loki described as a husky because he's uncontrollable and likes the cold, and while I do like that read, that's a very work-hungry dog for a generally work-averse character. I think he's got big little dog energy, especially in Avengers and earlier. Super territorial, picks fights he can't finish, and completely untrainable. Not because he's not smart enough for it. Any dog who is smart enough to open doors is absolutely smart enough to go fetch. He just doesn't want to. That's beneath him. He is too smart to do what other people tell him to do. And blood of the Allfathers, if he wants to walk off the leash, he is going to walk off the leash. So yeah, I'd say a Lhasa Apso or a Chihuahua. Depends on what era of Loki we're talking about and how much dignity that era has. Some have much less than others. Garo does mean wolf in Japanese, so the obvious choice is a high-content wolf dog, but the whole hero hunting thing actually makes me lean more towards a Preso Canario, which is a large mastiff breed specifically bred to kill other dogs. Like, before the dogfighting rings even got to them, that was their whole deal. If anyone's a wolf dog, it's gotta be Sephiroth. Tall, dark, mysterious, perfect hair, perfect eyes, and especially to someone who buys for the clout and not for the breed, a world ender. And Silco is not a dog at all. He is a cat, a hairless cat, the meanest one alive. And you know, there's a lot of these that, if I'm being perfectly honest, have infinitely more cat energy than dog energy. However, cat breeds don't come with as much insta personality as dog breeds do, so I will resort to other stereotypes. Khan and Sherlock are the black cats that non-cat people think all black cats are, you know, antisocial at best or evil omens at worst. Awkwardly enough, they remind me of my grandma's cat I had while she was growing up, but he was actually chill if you knew how to cat. It's mainly, he had these really sharp Siamese cheekbones, so that's the cat I'm picturing when I look at these two. Now, the difference between the two of them is that Khan is a stray who is single-handedly putting local wildlife on the IUCN Red List, while Sherlock is your roommate's cat, who you swear is playing mind games with you. He can open doors. I've never caught him, but I swear he can open doors. Your cat is gaslighting me, man. Envision is a nice, normal black cat. Total sweetheart. Greets you at the door when you get home, loves to meow back at you for literally any reason, and will absolutely curl up on your face if he knows you're having a bad day. Kaiba is a drama queen tabby who screams at 4 a.m. and hates every house guest you've ever brought over. You try socializing him by bringing home a kitten one day. He bullies him for a week or two before the kitten goes full payback and makes him wish he'd never so much as looked at him. Yes, that kitten is Yami. Lotor is a gorgeous, purebred Egyptian Mao who costs thousands of dollars and costs thousands more for the S-tier food, veterinary care, and pet supplies and grooming that he requires. Yes, he can tell the difference, and yes, you will be hearing about it if you try swapping out his wet food for the knockoff brand. No, he doesn't take dry. Data is more of an entity than a cat. Not a malevolent one. There is no violence or threat of death in the 3-minute-long stare that he gives you from across the hallway. But he is an entity. One of the entities of all time. I hear you asking who the dumb ginger cat is. It's gotta be Skeletor. I mean, look at those muscles. He's got at least 20% himbo in him. He's not as himbo as He-Man, but that does not mean he is smart. I have seen some of the episodes, some of the stuff he tries. He's thinking all right, just not well. And Phantom was the misbegotten spawn of some stupid and highly inhumane backyard breeding. Not only does he have 1,000,001 genetic disorders and problem behaviors that even the vaguest understanding of husbandry could have prevented, due to improper socialization, read none, he has the personality of a chimpanzee. With claws. Hates people, hates other cats, hates himself. Totally unworkable. Literally, you would be better off picking up a feral cat off the street. They would probably be nicer to you. This cat is an emergency room visit waiting to happen. To look at him, you'd think the folks who bred him were going out of their way to make the most kickable cat in the universe. But no, it's all neglect. Good job! Now, I am legally obligated to pick a Schnauzer and a Boston Terrier, because those are the kind of dogs that I had growing up. However, it was kind of a tough pick finding Fancrushes that fit them, because they're generally pretty stable, normal dogs. Like, most of my Fancrushes have glaring personality disorders, and I don't know, these ones are kind of normal. There's not really a very direct map. So if these two feel shoehorned, it's because they are. They also happened to be the most vague ones that I have on the entire list, the most obscure, like, far and away. I will be very surprised and a little bit thrilled if anybody recognizes them. Like, literally anyone. Sorry. For Boston Terrier, I went with Atomic Robo. Compact, athletic, buggy eyes, loves to have a good time, and way more bite than a dog his size should have. And for the Schnauzer, I picked a Baron Blade. He's a gorgeous silver fox who's smart until he isn't. I don't know, what do you want from me? Once again, I have only done half of my entire Fan Crush roster here. If you want the full picture, keep watching these, or come check me out at FANX, because I have been cleared to give a PowerPoint. And I am going to make that everyone's problem. Off camera, I was just staring off into the middle distance for about 2 to 3 minutes, trying to figure out how I should close this off. Bye, I'm weird! I don't know, I did that last time, it was okay.